Inflation is slowly inching lower. Hey, it's Eric Osnes here with ericismybanker.com with my weekly update on mortgage rates and the economy for the week ending April 28th, 2023. Well, prices are still rising, but they're starting to level off as our economy slows. That's good news for mortgage rates. It's just taking a little bit longer than we had hoped. This week, the March personal consumption expenditures, PCE numbers came in and showing that headline inflation is ebbing to a year-over-year rate of 4.2%, down nicely from 5.1% in February. The core number, which excludes volatile energy and food prices, rose 0.3%, which was pretty much in line with expectations. Shelter costs, that's rent and what we call owner's equivalent rent, continue to keep that average a little bit higher than it should be. This month it was even more sticky because utility costs in March, for some reason, were quite a bit higher. That's electricity and gas prices. Looking at some of the other statistics, recreational services, transportation, motor vehicles, gasoline were all down nicely. And look at where we've come from, with those statistics. So it's all going in the right direction for interest rates. Coming up this next week, the financial markets are going to be super busy. Wednesday, May 3rd, the FOMC, the Federal Reserve's Open Market Committee, will announce another 0.25% rate hike. Also on Wednesday, we get the ADP jobs report for the month of April. We're expecting 135,000 jobs created in April. If the number comes in higher than that, that's bad for rates. If it comes in lower than that, that's good for rates. And followed up on Friday with the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS jobs report. That one will probably show 178,000 jobs created. Numbers always different from the ADP. It's a different methodology they use, plus a good dose of what you call it, social engineering into that statistic. This almost guaranteed 0.25% rate hike that the Fed will be doing next week may be the last one we see in this economic cycle. And just to recap, when the Fed hikes, they're not hiking mortgage rates. They're hiking what's called the federal funds rate. It's a very short-term rate, which impacts more like credit cards, anything tied to prime rate, home equity lines of credit, things like that. But typically, a Fed hike will be beneficial to mortgage rates because it's reducing inflation. But that said, many economists think this next 0.25 point hike is too much, and it increases the risk of a significant recession. To quote a hockey reference, the Fed likes to look at where the puck has been rather than where the puck is going. For the week, mortgage rates were fairly flat. Let's take a look at the national averages. Conventional 30-year fixed rate, 6.59%, down about 0.07 from a week ago. 15-year fixed rates, 5.98, down 0.06 from a week ago. FHA and VA 30-year fixed rate, 6.19 to 6.2%, down about 0.05 from a week ago. 30-year fixed rate jumbo, 6.22%, up slightly, 0.02 from a week ago. 5/1 ARM, 6.78%. I don't put a ton of emphasis on that 5/1 ARM because our yield curve is inverted right now, meaning that short-term rates and loans are actually paying a higher rate than the long-term loans. It's upside down and also a very strong indicator that we'll be heading into a recession. So moving on. It's spring is in the air and it's wedding season. And what is the ultimate gift that you could give that happy couple? How about a down payment? Home Fund It is a program that we have. It's the first and only platform that helps first-time home buyers overcome the number one barrier to buying a home, the down payment. It allows home buyers to gather contributions online from family, friends, wedding guests, and others, up to $7,500 per donor with just a few clicks, and none of the typical paperwork that's associated with how we normally have to document a gift for a mortgage. And we're going to give a 2-to-1 match up to $2,000 towards mortgage closing costs. So let's say you've got 100 wedding guests and they each give $50. towards this home funded program. That's $5,000 towards your down payment. Plus, we're going to give another $2,000 towards your closing costs. That's $7,000 closer to your new home. So reach out to me for more information on that home funded program. It's a great program, super innovative, and I can help you get it set up for your upcoming wedding or for wedding of one of your loved ones, and learn more information about it. In the meantime, just reach out to me. I can help you if you have any of those mortgage related story problems. Just reach out. You can call me 206-915-3742. That's 206-915-ERIC. You can email me, eric@ericismybanker.com, or look for me on social media. Just look for Eric is my banker and you'll find me. That's all I've got for this week. I hope you enjoy the spring weather out there. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.